Good morning, movers. Welcome back to Move Daily Fitness. I'm Tracy Steen. Okay, this is going to be a beginner / intermediate strong arm workout. And the reason why I say / intermediate is we are gonna do 3 sets of everything. So some good progressive overload. Of course, you're going to lift within your own abilities. And if you need to take that 3rd set as a rest, then please do so. Okay, the format then will be 40 seconds of work with 20 seconds to transition. So lots of time in between. In between those 3 exercises of strength, we're gonna rest the muscles and do a little active rest. You're gonna require a variety of dumbbells for the workout today, and here are the dumbbells that I might suggest for a beginner exerciser. Again, lift what you can and within your own abilities. I'm also gonna use something to sit on, so grab a bench, or chair, or a couch. I'll start you with a warm-up and we'll end with a cool down. Are you ready to move daily? Me too. Let's build some strong arms and do this. Okay, if you're hitting your watch, you could hit traditional strength. That's what we're doing here today. Let's start just with some arm swings. We'll just get some blood flow to the arms here. All right. I like training arms, and this will be a great way to sculpt those muscles. Of course, nutrition is really key if you want to see those muscles pop as well. Okay, so diet with adequate protein to help that muscle building process, and even carrying a lower percentage of body fat will help those muscles pop a bit more. Okay, single circle here. Now, that might be a ways off for you. So one of the things you can focus on right now, switch directions, is increasing strength, okay, and increasing muscle in the arms. That's something that you have good control over. That's a little bit easier maybe to manage than nutrition. Switch sides. I always say, if nothing else, even if you can't dial in your diet, move daily. Do something daily. Switch directions. That's what we're doing today. Very nice. Let's do some front and back bends. Knees are soft and you're hinging forward and back right here. Good. One more here. Good, and let's do some hip openers. Just up and around. We'll get that ball and socket in the hip warmed up for our active rest, which will include low impact cardio moves, okay? Good way to kick the heart rate up. And like I said, let those muscles rest in between so we can come back strong. One more here. All right, let's heel dig and press right here. Reach overhead, high knee. And butt kick it out. Good. Okay, wide stance, hand to toe tap right here. And if you can't touch your toe, you're just gonna tap your knee, reaching that other arm up toward the ceiling and stretching in your pecs. Two more here. Very good, and let's finish with a torso turn. Hands on the shoulders or reach your elbow across. There we go. Okay, there are the first 3 exercises. We'll do a bicep, a tricep, a shoulder, and then that active rest or cardio. We're gonna start with biceps. Okay, so I'm gonna start pretty light, maybe 5 pounds. We're in that warm-up mode still, so palms face the ceiling. You're gonna do a full range of motion bicep curl here. All right, so all the way up and all the way down. Give a little squeeze at the top. That's it. And keep your shoulders back. You don't want to hinge at the waist at all. Sometimes when the weight's in the front, people tend to fall forward here. Don't do that. Stay tall. We're making our way down to the ground. Okay, if you have a bench, you could lay on the bench, that's fine. Right into your tricep press extension. I'll hold these 5s. You're pressing to the ceiling, you're back at the elbow, up to the ceiling, and then down again. Get ready. Here we go. Press it up, back at the elbow, up and down. Okay, again, we're just warming up with these 5-pound weights, or maybe that is your max. That's okay too. Just test the waters and see how it feels. You don't want that shoulder to migrate back on the tricep extension part. Keep it stationary, bend at the elbow. Okay, set those down, make your way to standing. I'll go a little bit lighter for my shoulder raise, and you're gonna go right into a lateral and front combo. So one's to the front, one's to the side, and then we'll alternate right there. Stick your chest out, and we lift one to the front, one to the side, and switch. Good. So shoulders low away from the ears. Okay, set those down. Let's move into cardio. We'll let the muscles relax a little bit. But what I want you to be thinking for round 2 coming up is, was that weight that you grabbed hard enough? Was it challenging enough? If not, we're gonna go up a little bit in your weight amount. All right, we're gonna grapevine, elbow to knee. Get low, you're here, and knee, that's it. Okay, round 2, and back to the bicep curl. I'm gonna lift my weights up to 8 pounds. Okay, so choose what you'd like. Roll your shoulders back. Keep your knees soft and those abs are engaged. All right, elbows nice and close to the sides, and lift. Full range of motion. You wanna open up that elbow down at the bottom. Let's make our way down to the ground. Some of you will have to lighten back again. That's okay, but I'm gonna stick with the 8s here because some might be able to do that as well. So we'll give it a shot. Again, palms are facing each other the entire time, and let's focus on keeping that shoulder nice and still. So press it up, back at the elbow, ceiling, and down. Try not to rest your elbow on the ground. And try not to bounce it off the ground either. So you're just gonna come down and hover a little bit. Good. Set those aside. We're gonna stand for your front lateral combo. And you might go back to the 3s. Give you a good amount of time to stand up here. I'll go to the 5s, but do whatever works for you. Shoulders low and back. 1 lateral, 1 front. And you're here, and switch. You're controlling the down, you're not just letting the dumbbell fall to the ground. Okay, it's a good control on your part. And if the weight's getting heavy, even a slight bend or softness in the elbow can help. Nice, set the weights down. Let's switch up the cardio a little bit. We're gonna go into 2 knees, 2 frog squats. If you don't want to do the squat, you can just stick with that alternating knee pattern. Okay, tap here if you don't need the break in between. Here we go, knee, knee, frog, frog. Okay, 1 more round. Grab a quick sip if you need. Back to biceps. Where are you at? I'm gonna go up to 10s here. Again, stay lighter if you're a true beginner. If you're intermediate, maybe you're here. And we curl. Keep your wrists locked and neutral. Don't let the wrist bend back, okay? Keep the dumbbell in that meaty part of your palm so it doesn't drip down to your fingertips. And down for triceps. Now, 10s might be too heavy. You can surely lighten if you need. Shake those arms out a bit. Okay. Tricep is typically an undertrained part for a lot of women, so often you'll have to work up to a heavier weight. Palms facing, press it up and back, up and down. Remember not to let the shoulder move. And come to standing. Make sure you're not dizzy. Okay, this is why I've given you that 20 seconds to make sure that you're ready to go for the cardio. And we're gonna go into 2 jacks. 2 kicks with that punch. Here we go, and jack, jack, kick, kick. Very nice. Okay, you've got about 40 seconds before circuit 2. Walk it out, bring the heart rate down a bit, grab some water, and then check out the weights in the next circuit. Okay, back to biceps, and we're gonna go right into that pinwheel curl. Starting with 8s, you're gonna cross the body, come in front, alternate sides, and flex that bicep at the top. 8 pounds here for me, shoulders back, and we curl and switch, curl and switch. All right, your torso stays facing the front. No turning, no swinging at the bottom. Okay, it comes to a dead stop, and then you're lifting with biceps. Wrists are locked in neutral again. Okay, set those down. I'm gonna hold a 5 for that tricep kickback. And I want you to hinge forward onto something. It could be your knee. Okay, you could do this right here. It could be a couch, a chair, a low table. Elbow comes up, I'll call halfway and we'll switch sides. Here we go, we're gonna kick, slight pause, kick, slight pause. Okay, keep your eyes facing your hand, the ground there. Kick and pause, nice. One more on this side, and switch your hand, and kick and pause. Keep that back flat. Very nice. Now, you're gonna take your chair, your bench, your couch, we're gonna have a seat. And go right into a seated military press. So nice and tall, tuck the pelvis under. I'll hold 5s. We're gonna single, single, double, shoulder press, just like that. Okay, so single, other side. Single, now together, and press. If you're better standing, feel free. Sometimes it's nice to sit because you're relying really on that shoulder. Your knees can't bob to help that weight up. It's a very isolated shoulder action here. Okay, very good. Let's move the bench out of the way. Set the weights down and we're going into the cardio. Okay, sticking with the single double theme, you're gonna single, single, double butt kick, just like that. Okay, I'll call it out. Get ready. And you're single, single, double here, and single, single, double here. Let's go now, kick it up. You want that heart rate to increase here. And round 2. Okay, so I think I'll hold 10s for my pinwheel curl. But of course, feel free to lighten up. These are soft. Remember, you're holding that weight in the meaty part of your hand. Okay, not letting it dip down to the fingertips. And we cross, and here we go. Control the down. The slower you go on the down, the more time under tension that muscle has. And let's go to your tricep kick back. I'll go back to the 5. All right. 2, 3, 5, 8. Somewhere in that range is probably good. Super flat back, elbow stays high. Okay, a little bit of rear delt in this one as well. And we kick and pause. Now be sure not to swing the dumbbell at the bottom. We're just coming not quite fully to the bottom. You're leaving a little bit of tension on there. And switch arms. Nice. Let's go to the single double shoulder. I might move to 8s, but stick with a lower weight if you want. Okay. Shoulders low and back. Single, single, double. 1, other side. And together. You're pressing slightly in front of that lateral plane. Okay, so bring the dumbbells just a little bit in front. I'm going to show you a side view here. Slightly in front. Okay. It's a little easier on the shoulder when you're pushing in front and not right out to the side. Set those down, rest the muscles for a bit with our cardio. Move in here. Okay, we're gonna do some heel digs. I'm gonna call different movements for the arms, all right? Tap here, shake things out. Front push, here we go, and tap, tap. That's it. Okay, side push right here. And both together, front and side. If you need to rest your arms, you're here. Round 3. Okay, and back to our pinwheel curls. I think I'll go to 12 pounds. Again, stay with 8, stay with 10. Roll those shoulders back, knees are soft, and curl in front. So we lift, no swinging at the bottom. Remember, I did say this was for some intermediate people as well, so this might be your weight. At your top end. For beginners, this might be a couple months away still, okay? But what we're trying to do is build muscle. We're trying to challenge and push the system. But of course, as a beginner, you want to start slow in a way that you can show up again tomorrow. So don't do it unless you've done it before. Or you've worked your way up, right? There's always going to be a point where you have to, challenge the muscle to the next level. So let's go to the triceps. And I'll go with an 8-pounder. Hinge forward. I'll call half, elbow high, and kick it here. Last one on this side. Switch arms. finishing off your strength portion with that shoulder press. I'll hold 10s. Okay, roll those shoulders back. You can switch weights if it's too heavy. Here we go. Single, single, double. Almost there, doing well. Stay tall in the back. Good job. And finishing off this circuit with some cardio. You're gonna go into front and back kicks, okay? Shake your arms out, that's it. So we're gonna 1, 2, back, back. 2 front, 2 back. Here we go. 1, 2, back, 1, 2. Okay, another good break here for you. Pause if you need a longer rest. Check out the screen and you can see what's coming up for our last circuit. Going into your hammer curl, I will start with 8s. Okay, palms are facing this time. We're working the long head of the bicep. Okay, when palms face the ceiling, you work the short head. When palms face here, it's the long head. So we curl all the way up, all the way down. You want that full range of motion. You want to keep those elbows close to your body. Don't swing at the bottom either. Dead stop, and you hit that curl. Nice, into triceps. I'll take these down to the ground with me. We're going into a Tate press. Okay, so these are 8s. You're lying on your back, palms face away, and you're gonna bend at the elbow, come down to the chest, hover, and then flex at the top. Elbows are wide, so you're down and over the chest, up and flex. Good. So elbows go wide as you come down. Stay over the chest, not the neck or face. And my dumbbells are nice and close together. Not touching, but almost. Make your way to standing. Yes, there's some up and down in here, which is why I said intermediate, but it's a good thing to practice because we constantly have to get up and down off the ground in life. Okay, you're going into a high pull here, then right into a W here. I'm holding 5s, shoulders back. High pull here and down. Now the letter W, little pause and down. High pull, good, and W. So it's gonna be whatever you can W here. Okay, you might be able to do a little bit more on that high pull, but because we're doing a combination move, lift to the W exercise. Okay, set those weights down and let's go into some cardio here. Okay, back to the knees. You're just gonna do a rapid fire high knee right there. Tap it out if you don't need the rest. Shake those arms out. Okay, kicking heart rate up. Here we go. 1, 2, let's go. Okay, good job. Back to your hammer curl. I think I'll go with 10s this round. Again, palms are facing. Rest if you need a longer break. If that kicked your heart rate up too much, you can walk it out. Otherwise, hammer's here. There it is. I thought the timer was gonna beep already. I got ahead of the game. Okay, let's go into our Tate press. I'm gonna stick with the 8s on this. Okay, on your back. Of course, you could use a bench right here if you had that handy. You don't have to get down to the ground. Over the chest, bend at the elbows, and you're down and flex. All right, to make your way to standing, into your W high pull combination. I'll stick with 5s. Okay, roll your shoulders back. Knees are soft and you're engaging the core here because the weights are in the front. You don't want to arch your back. High pull here and W, pause. Good. That W is hitting your back shoulder muscles here, a little bit of your lower traps, middle back as well. You're thinking of retracting the shoulder blades, nice little squeeze there. And you're controlling the down, you're not letting them fall. Okay, let's set those down into your cardio. Shake that out, and we're going to 2 jabs, 2 jacks right there. You can stick with a jab if you want. If you don't want to lift your arms above your head, mine are feeling okay. 2 and 2, here we go. Jab, jab, jack, jack. Okay, shake that out, nice. Last round, you're going into the hammer curls. What can you do for 40 seconds? This is the time to challenge the muscles if you can. All right, I'm holding 12s. Nice and slow, you can take your time here. All right, let's curl and we lift. Slow. More seconds here. Stick your chest out. Good. Make your way down to the ground. I'll go back to I'll go to 10s, I think, for the Tate press. My 10s are down here. All right, I'm trying to challenge the muscles here. Thinking about my triceps on this one, over the chest. And bend at the elbow. You're here and flex. You want to straighten that arm and flex your triceps. And make your way up for your last shoulder one here. I'll hold 8s this round. Okay. High pull, W, roll the shoulders back. Here we go. Up and over the chest and W here. Core is engaged. Good. Lighten if you need. Okay, this one, if you've never done it before, you want to be doing 2s or 3s. But if you're in that intermediate category, this might be your weight, or 5s. And last cardio here, folks. There's no room in the inn here for this weight. Okay, cardio. We're going into 2 seals, 2 T-Rex. Stick with the seal if you don't want to hit that squat. Okay, otherwise right here is good. 2 and 2, last cardio. You're 1, 2, drop low, other side low. 1, 2, let's go. Last 10 seconds, stay in the pocket. Stay with me, almost there. In 3, 2, 1 and done. You move daily in your strong arm workout. Nice work, everyone. Walk it out. Bring the heart rate down and join me for a standing stretch if you can. Great work, everyone. Let's open up our chest onto the wall, okay? If you have a wall or a couch, high back of a chair, you just wanna put your arm back there and then open up. Try to actually make your thumb face the bottom, and that's gonna get a little bit of that bicep as well. Okay, great work. Like I said at the beginning, this is kind of like a beginner / intermediate due to the 3 rounds and due to the progressive overload of the weight amount. This is something that you could sort of segue into if you were a beginner and wanna jump up to sort of the next level. You know, we always have to lift within our own abilities, of course. Hand behind the back, pull it that way and tilt the neck gently the same direction. So it looks like this, pulling that way, stretching that front shoulder. But yeah, I mean, there's a point where if you want to improve in your strength, if you want to increase more lean muscle tissue, if you want to keep those ligaments and joints strong so that you could do the things that you want to do as you age, there's got to be a point where you're not just picking up 2 and 3 pound weights, right? I mean, you could build muscle if you push the system and take it to a place where you are fatiguing the muscle, even with lighter weights. You definitely can do that. I mean, that's the caveat. You have to push the system. So you have to bring it to such a place of fatigue. You don't have to go to ultimate failure or maximal failure, but you got to go close. So, but you know, doing that amount of reps sometimes takes longer. Like I can do that for 50 or 60 or 70 reps before I feel that fatigue, right? So that's a big thing to consider. Arms back, thumbs down, just stretching those biceps. But if you want to be able to lift up a 20-pound toddler when you're 80, you've got to be lifting up that now in your 60s, 50s, 40s. Otherwise, you're never going to train the muscles to do that action, right? So there's got to be a point, if you won't have those goals and targets as a senior, there's got to be a point where you're doing it now and starting to challenge the muscles and grow in that regard right now. Let's roll those wrists back, and I'm going to hold this here. So that's definitely what I'm trying to do in our strength stream within the membership. So we have a beginner stream that is similar to this. Types of workouts, 30 to 40 minutes, right? Where we're doing a little bit of cardio, a little bit of strength, making sure that we are training all of the muscle groups. But then in our strength stream, we begin to isolate those muscle groups a little bit more and put more volume and more weight amount on them so that it challenges them to do exactly what I've just said. Get stronger, increase lean mass, strengthen the ligaments and joints, and then ergo your bone density as well, right? We lose bone mineral density as we age, and we want to make sure that we're trying to do everything we can to strengthen that and increase that. All right, thanks for joining. If you're interested in joining the membership, you could click or tap the card right there or check in the description below. I've got it linked down there as well. All right, see ya in the next workout.